U.S. health officials say the number of people being monitored for potential exposure to Hantavirus has risen to at least 41 people in the United States. That includes those who were evacuated from that cruise ship at the center of the scare. And we've also learned about 24 others in the U.S. who may have been exposed. Okay, we need to know more. CBS News national correspondent Lana Zak joins us from Omaha, where several of those cruise ship passengers are being monitored. Lana, what can you tell us about these additional exposure cases?
Hi there, Adriana. The big headline from the CDC is really that increase in the number of people that they are monitoring, including some individuals who weren't even on the cruise ship. Here's a little bit more of what we've learned. In addition to the 7 people who disembarked early and then traveled around, we've also learned that there were at least 16 Americans who are believed to have been on a flight going to Johannesburg. They were with another person on that flight who had Hantavirus, who had previously been on the cruise. That person, symptomatic at that time, later died from Hantavirus. Those 16 Americans are now also being monitored. In addition to the 16 people who are here at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, and among them is the doctor who was a passenger on that cruise and was looking after people. That doctor has been moved from the biocontainment unit after twice testing negative. That is a positive development. And of course, it is important to underscore that health officials say that there is still a very low possibility that the Hantavirus is going to continue to spread throughout the United States, but they are doing everything that they can to try and make sure that they are tracking people. I will mention, however, that this is a voluntary quarantine, so there are other people out there who are quarantining at home and others whose status are still really unknown to us.
So you spoke with one of the passengers under quarantine in Nebraska. What did they tell you?
Yeah, Vlad, Jake Rossmarin, he was a travel blogger. He was supposed to be away from his family for 5 weeks. That's now, it looks like, stretching into 12 weeks. And he told me how difficult it had been, in particular, not having human contact. Take a listen.
The thing that I'm most looking forward to, and it's going to sound cliche, is giving my fiance and my family and friends hugs, because that first hug that I can give is going to be the best feeling in the world. The love and support is what's keeping me optimistic.
He was so positive, though he did become emotional when I asked him what he was giving up by remaining in quarantine. But it was so important to him to make sure that he was doing everything that he could to make sure he didn't spread this virus to especially anyone that he loved, but anyone else. And that's why he's willing to spend up to 42 days in quarantine here.
And he's doing it voluntarily, Lana?
He's doing that voluntarily. There is a lot of questions still as we're trying to understand more about how this particular strain, and it's the Andes strain of the virus, is being spread, and whether people need to continue to stay in quarantine for longer. But at this point, 42 days is what he's committed to.
Okay, amazing. I mean, human touch, we don't realize how much we need it until we don't have it. Lana Zak, thank you so much.